the three shirts of Surah Yusuf, the ordinary miracle. The Qur'an mentions hundreds of awe-inspiring miracles, seas splitting to save an entire nation, the moon splitting in half, the dead being brought back to life. But when you read Surah Yusuf, often called the best of stories, Allah repeatedly brings our attention to something entirely ordinary, not a staff, not a storm, a shirt. Subhanallah, I had read Surah Yusuf countless times, but recently I noticed something that left me entirely speechless. Allah tells Yusuf's entire heartbreaking and triumphant journey through just 3 shirts, and by the end of this video you will realize that Allah wasn't just recounting history, He was mapping out the exact emotional and spiritual journey of your life too. The first shirt, the fabric of betrayal. The story begins with the first shirt, and this shirt is stained with fake blood. It represents the bitter sting of betrayal. We all know the story. The people closest to Yusuf, his own flesh and blood, used his garment to construct a vicious lie to their father, Yaqub. Think about what that means for a moment. This reminds us of a painful reality of life. Sometimes, the deepest, most agonizing wounds don't come from our enemies. They come from our friends, our families, the people who were supposed to protect us. Right now, many of you watching this are living in the era of the first shirt. You are misunderstood. You've been betrayed. You are crying over things people did to you, holding on to a stained shirt that wasn't even your fault. But Allah reminds us, the story doesn't end here. There is another chapter, the second shirt, the fabric of justice. Years pass. Yusuf has endured slavery and isolation. And then the second shirt appears. This time it is torn from the back as Yusuf flees temptation in the house of the Aziz. He is falsely accused again. But look at the divine irony. The very object once used by his brothers to frame him in his childhood now becomes the undeniable evidence that clears his name in his adulthood. Because the shirt was torn from behind, it proved he was running away, not attacking. Allah is showing us a profound truth here. The truth has an undeniable way of surviving. You might be in the chapter of the second shirt right now, the time where Allah is exposing the truth, where He is vindicating you, where He is showing the world and showing you that your patience was never a weakness. The truth will always testify for you, even if it takes years. The third shirt, the fabric of healing. And then comes the final shirt. There is no fake blood. There are no tears of panic. There are no false accusations. Yusuf, now a king, hands this final shirt to his brothers, the same brothers who brought the first stained shirt, and says, "Take this shirt of mine and cast it over my father's face." And when they do, Prophet Yaqub's physical and spiritual sight is miraculously restored. Do you see the breathtaking progression? The first shirt carries grief. The second shirt carries justice. The third shirt carries healing, the climax, letting go. But here is where the absolute brilliance of the story lies. This is the lesson we all need to hear. To get to the third shirt, Yusuf had to let go of the first two. He had to survive the stain of the first, and he had to endure the tear of the second before he could ever wear the garment of the king. We often beg Allah to give us the third shirt. We want the healing, the peace, the reunion, but we beg for it while we are still desperately trying to scrub the fake blood off the first shirt, or trying to stitch up the tear in the second. We want to fix the past. We want to change the beginning. But Allah is telling us, let the first shirt go. It was meant to be stained. It was meant to be torn. That is exactly how the story moves forward. Every single believer will wear these three shirts at some point in their lives. But remember this, the author of Yusuf's story is the exact same Al-Hakim, the All-Wise, who is writing yours. And perhaps that is exactly why Allah calls Surah Yusuf the best of stories.